Hey everyone, and welcome. So today, we're going to do something really cool. We're going to take one single, really powerful sentence in Indonesian and just completely unlock its meaning. We'll break it down piece by piece so you can see exactly how the language works in the real world.
A huge welcome to everyone from the Modicare channel. I'm so glad you're here. For this explainer, we're taking a real piece of Indonesian text and just pulling it apart, word by word, idea by idea, to really understand it in a practical way.
All right, so this is the sentence we're going to tackle today. I'll read it for you. Jika pemimpin amanah dan rakyat menjaga ketertiban, maka ketegangan dapat reda. So, what do you think? Did you get all that? If not, no worries at all. By the time we're done here, it's going to make perfect sense, I promise. Okay, so before we dive into the nitty-gritty of the vocabulary and the grammar, what's the big idea here? Well, you can think of this sentence as kind of a recipe for social harmony. It's all about cause and effect. If leaders do their part and citizens do theirs, then things can calm down. It's a really powerful thought, and the way the language expresses it is just fascinating. So here's how we're going to break it all down. We'll kick things off by looking at some key vocabulary, first for leaders, then for citizens. After that, we'll see how all those words snap together to build the sentence, and we'll finish up with the most important takeaways. Ready to jump in? Let's do it. All right, first up, let's look at the words used to talk about leadership and responsibility in this context. You'll hear these pop up all the time in Indonesian news and, political conversations. Okay, our first word is aspirasi. Now, it sounds a lot like aspirations in English, and that's pretty much what it means. The hopes, the ambitions, the desires of a group of people. In this kind of setting, it really means the voice of the people. Let's try that together. Aspirasi. Perfect. And you'll see here how aspirasi is often connected to the word rakyat, which means the people. So a phrase like mendengarkan aspirasi rakyat literally means to listen to the people's aspirations, which is, a huge idea in the sentence we're looking at. Okay, next up we have an absolutely fantastic word. It's so culturally rich, amanah. And this means so much more than just trustworthy. It carries the sense of a sacred trust, a heavy responsibility that you are bound to carry out with total integrity. It's a quality you'd want in any leader, for sure.
And here it is, right in our main sentence. Jika pemimpin amanah, which translates to if leaders are trustworthy, but now you know it means more, right? It's not just about honesty, it's about them faithfully doing the job they were entrusted with. That one word sets up a huge condition.
So here we've got a pair of words that are basically pillars of good government anywhere in the world. Transparent and adil. Transparent and fair, or just. And just like in English, these two ideas are almost always mentioned together when people in Indonesia talk about leadership.
So in practice, you might see a phrase like this one, transparan dalam kebijakan, adil dalam keputusan, meaning transparent in policy, fair in decisions. And hey, did you catch that? That parallel structure, it's a really common and elegant feature in Indonesia that makes the point super clear and memorable. All right, so that's the leadership side of things. Now, let's flip the coin and look at the vocabulary that describes the role of the citizens in this whole equation. So just like we had keywords for leaders, our sentence lays out how citizens should act. And these two words are right at the center. Damai, which means peaceful, and tertib, which is all about being orderly and disciplined. And yep, you guessed it, they're another very common pair. So how does this actually work? Well, the text is calling on people to menyampaikan aspirasi secara damai dan tertib. In other words, to convey their aspirations in a peaceful and orderly manner. You see how damai and tertib are all about how you do something, the method? Okay, we've got our building blocks, we have the vocabulary for leaders and for citizens. Now for the fun part. Let's zoom in on the sentence itself and see how these pieces fit together. This is where the magic happens, where it all comes to life. Let's take a look at this sentence here. Dialog terbuka perlu diperkuat, which means open dialogue needs to be strengthened. The part I really want you to focus on is diperkuat. See that D at the beginning? That's your clue. It's a super common way to form the passive voice in Indonesia. It tells you the dialogue isn't doing the action is happening to it. It needs to be strengthened. And this brings us right back to the heart of our main sentence. It's built on this classic jika maka structure. Think of it just like if, then in English. It sets up a condition, if leaders are trustworthy and the people maintain order, and then it gives you the result, Then tensions can ease. It's this cause and effect logic that really drives the whole meaning of the sentence. Wow, okay, we have covered a lot. That was a deep dive. So let's do a quick recap to make sure all the important stuff really sticks with you. So what's the big takeaway here? We've seen that the language of social harmony in Indonesia is all about balance. It's about pairing the aspiration of the people with the amanah, that integrity of a leader. It's about taking action that is both damai, peaceful, and tertib, orderly. And it connects everything together with that super logical if-then structure of jika, maka. And that pretty much wraps us up. So I've got a question for you. Which one of these powerful Indonesian words are you going to try to use, or maybe just listen for this week? Could be amanah, maybe aspirasi. Because, getting out there and actually using a new word is the absolute best way to make it part of your vocabulary.
I really hope this deep dive was helpful for you on your Indonesian learning journey. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I can't wait to see you in the next explainer.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.